Okay, looks like we're live. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. So I do like a daily live stream. So I hope everyone's having a good evening, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are coming in. Wherever you are in the world, we're beaming out to YouTube and Twitter X today. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me just have a look and check the audio. Yeah. Um, yeah. So today we're going to talk about just a couple of things that popped up, and also we're going to talk about meme coins. Talk about Billy. Billy's been on a tear. I'm super bullish on Billy, and also Buddy Token. And so let's get into it. Look at the market here, 56k for Bitcoin. I'm looking at videos on YouTube. People sensationalizing this 56. Like I saw like a thumbnail or some guy, Bitcoin's never coming back. It's going to drop to 30k. Don't listen to this stuff. It's all nonsense. They just make videos to get. It's all clickbait crap. It ain't going to 36. It ain't going to 30k. Okay. I mean, I wish it did, but it ain't going to 30k. Okay. So this dip here, it's just sediment. It's because of this. Because of this Mt. Gox payout. Every time there's news about Mt. Gox, whether it's an actual payout or not, it always causes FUD and people panic. But then again, there is, when it does come out and they have these payouts, obviously people get their Bitcoin and they sell off. It's good because Mt. Gox happened. Oh, geez, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So back then, Bitcoin was only like, what, couple $100. So you can imagine, these people that lost Bitcoin then, Mt. Gox hack. Mt. Gox was hacked in 2010, right? And the price of Bitcoin in 2010 was 3 cents. Look at it, 0.03 cents was the price of Bitcoin when Mt. Gox got hacked. So you can imagine, hang on, no, that was when it was created. Mt. Gox hack. That was 2011. There's 600,000 Bitcoin taken. So in other words, they probably did them a favor because then it didn't stop people from selling. You know what I mean? So they got the actual 2 Russian nationals for comprising the laundering Bitcoins from Mount Hack. See, so 600,000 Bitcoins were stolen. They recovered some of them and then given back to the people, and they would have bought it for pennies. And now Bitcoin's 56k. So yeah, it would basically done them a favor. But this happens all the time. We're talking about Mt. Gox creditors may have to wait up to 3 months to receive their Bitcoin. Mt. Gox refunds 2.5 billion, sends Bitcoin price to 56. See, so obviously once this thing was worth $1 or $2 back then, and it got hacked, so now they're giving you back their Bitcoin, and you might have, I don't know, $100 worth of Bitcoin. Obviously, your $100 worth of Bitcoin's now worth, 2 or 3 million. That's why everyone liquidates. There's 44,000 Bitcoin, and the past 2 hours was given back to creditors. So you can obviously, these people are like, oh my god, this is like Christmas. But Bitcoin was worth squat back then. Now it's worth squillions, and they're just gonna get a payout and then live happily ever after. So yeah, I mean, can you blame them? Like your $100 that got hacked back then, yeah, now worth 2 or 3 million. So yeah, I mean, more than that, So yeah, it's just how it is, It is what it is. So that's what's causing this. People talking about this crap about it's going to 30K. Don't believe them. It's just crap. The stuff on YouTube that, like, most of it's just rubbish. It's just people that are so desperate for views that they just sensationalize. I mean, they got nothing to talk about, so then they just make up crap, to cause this. Because the way you sell, it's like selling the news, It's bad news. That's what gets people to watch your videos. It's always bad, negative stuff. It's like newspapers. Anytime they publish anything negative, or even TV, it gets the most views. So why do they do it? So to get the most views. So don't listen to these people that make these stupid videos about Bitcoin's going to 30K. Like, it's rubbish. Those days are gone. Like, probably you would say Bitcoin's going to 50K. That's probably more realistic. Is it ever going to 50K again? You could question that, So every time the price of Bitcoin goes up, the ceiling is raised, and that's just kind of like what happens. So yeah, don't worry about this Mt. Gox stuff. Happens a lot. So a lot of these scams are happening now, right? And basically, nearly 60 million worth of for 20 victims, and so it's getting like newbies, it's getting people with dumb money, and they're just greedy, or they just don't know the ways of the pitfalls of crypto. That's why you should always learn how to secure a wallet and learn the basics about crypto, because there's so many scams out there. All it takes is to trick you that you're new to this game, and they'll take all your money and they'll drain all your wallet. So how these scammers are doing it, there's many ways, but one way is what they'll do is they'll do these phishing scams. There's a different number of ways of doing it, but what they like to do is they'll comment. So you'll see this a lot. It's really easy to get tricked. Like, what they'll do is they'll go on Twitter, right, and then you'll see like original post. I saw one recently of baked token, right? So this is the original one. You have to look at the handle. Okay, it's baked token. And what they'll do is Bake will do a post about the airdrop or how to claim something or something like that, right? Or something of that effect. And then what people do is they'll make like a comment. They'll comment underneath it, and it's very easy to get tricked because it'll look like the original. And if you don't check like, for example, like, say this one here, it's not shown, but you can easily, it'll say, like, there'll be like the first comment. So let's just say this is about the baked airdrop. Then immediately after, I don't know how they do it. They must have software or something. They just comment. It'll be the first comment, and it'll be like here. And they'll basically say, get airdrop here, and you don't check the URL. So there was this other one going around. It was baked tokens. So the real website's baked token. Someone created a website called Baked Tokens with an S, and it was a scam website. So what they do is, once you go to the scam website and you go and claim your baked, or claim your gummy, like, you got to connect your wallet. This is where they clean you out, because the wallet is basically, once you sign off on it, you give it permissions, and then That's how they exploit your wallet. They can get control over everything without any further permissions. So here, 20 people got scammed. 11 million. Oh, no, it's 30 million, 60 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money, right? Just 20 victims. And they got 60 million from just 20 victims. So that just shows you, like, one victim lost over 11 million. You know what I mean? 11 million from one victim. That's the second largest theft in history. Simply from connecting to a website that looks similar and then clicking a button, and that's it, gone, 11 million. So that's why you always, when you do this stuff, right, you always have like separate wallets. You keep all your main stuff in a different wallet, and you interact with all these protocols in a separate wallet, not with your main wallet. It's just, yeah, you know, it's just, you don't know about this stuff until you just do the crypto, learn it, and you're in the trenches every day. You know what I mean? You never have all your major assets sitting in the wallet that you're connecting to, 20 million protocols, or you just responding and you oh my god, I gotta get the airdrop, so you quickly go here, you don't check it, boom, boom, gone. Usually these scammers, they catch you because you're it's like time sensitive, or you're just not watching. You're just not, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not switched on. Like you're preoccupied about something else. So just be careful. Scammers lurk in all these top projects. They lurk in the comments, and they get people. They obviously wouldn't be doing it if they didn't get any money. So just be very careful to make sure that you know crypto 101, and you do all the basic checks, and you don't have all your assets in the one wallet that you're connecting to everything. Yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. You have to be super vigilant. So here, this is like another buddy token, okay? This is not our token. I mean, look, anyone can create a token, but where you actually will have success with the token is if you build a community. So this one's buddy. So obviously, right, everyone's, like, if you go to Pump.fun now, look at the narrative here. It's all cats and dogs. It's all like one words, cats and dogs, like, Oinky, Freaky You, Black Billy, Tommy, Willie, Loppy. You know what I mean? These are all going to fade because there's no one really behind them. They just create it. Otis, Billy Porty, Cosmo, let's see, Wally, Filthy. They just take a photo. They just take some photo off Instagram or whatever. Bucky, Mutt on the block. Yeah, I mean, they just create pull some image and then they just make a YouTube, a meme out of it. This one here, Supreme Louis. So the problem with this sort of stuff is they see Billy. They don't have a long-term vision. Like, that's why you see these coins fade, because they're just there for the money. Right? They're there for the money, and then they want to make their cash, and then they get out. And you come into something like this, you don't know who they are. You don't know who the devs are. I mean, Billy's one of these cases where it was on Pump.fun, the dev cheated, and then it just went to like crazy heights. I was watching this yesterday, and it's pumped to all-time high. It went to nearly 200 million. If we go and look at the market cap, see, look at it. This is that chart. Remember my chart? I said that Billy might it's pumped and it's pulled back, and then to have a look at an entry here, which is right there, and then I drew a little thing saying it might go up here. It's so funny. Look at it. It just went straight up. Forget this shit. just go straight up, right? Let's just do it this way. So yeah, that's pretty funny. It's now, yeah, it went to like 180 market cap. So now it's reached this plateau that it's just crazy, doing crazy numbers. Yeah, this is easily $1 billion coin. We could be looking at the next dog with a hat. This is way more memeable than a dog with a hat. Like, it's way more cute than dog with a hat. This is like a little dog here. It's so cute. So yeah, it just goes to show you, dogs evergreen, just like our token here, buddy. It's evergreen. It'll be around for a long time, and we're at 36%. I started this 3 months ago on end of March. So you might think, well, we're on 36%, but we're building a community, and this is the difference between us and all these other coins here, which will just fade. All these coins that will not be around. Why? Because the people that are creating them just want to make quick money, and if you're caught on the other end of this, you're holding the bag. Your bag's gonna go to zero. They will cheat on you. They will sell their bags because they've made their money, and then they'll move on to the next project. Why? Because they don't see something long term. They're just there for the quick cash. And they in their eyes, they can create another coin and pump the shit out of it, and try to replicate. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to replicate this. They're trying to, because they see Billy. It was on pumped up fun, so they're like, let's just create another coin similar to Billy. That's what they're trying to do, but it's not going to work because they don't have a long-term vision with it. Billy's one of those rare exceptions that comes along, and it's just, probably because it was a cute dog, and just people took to it. Now there's this whale coming in with, like, I was watching this, like, there's, dropping 20k, 30k, 40k. There was a dip here yesterday for 48k. It dipped and just got eaten up, like within, less than a minute. The dip just got eaten up. So the whales now, like, they're chomping at this. They're coming in with big buys, 5k, 10k buys, just normal. Look at the 5-minute volumes, like 93 million, 93k, 5-minute volume. 24-hour volumes, 24 million. That's like serious volume right there. See, so it's no biggie just to see 3k buys, 5k buys. So yeah, I would wait for probably a good entry with this one, because I've been trading it, but yeah, it's like, I think this is definitely gonna. Oh, how do I get rid of that? Maybe I'll have to go to that one. Yeah, I see this easily at I see this is. What am I doing? What's all this? This is all this stuff that I did before. I see this easily at $1 billion market cap. Who knows? It might even get there. I said 3 months, maybe 3 to 6 months to get to $1 billion, but it might get there like really, really quick. We might even get there this month. That's how fast these things happen. It's crazy. So yeah, once this gets to like 500k, 500 million, 600, it's really going to start to motor. I see this as $1 billion, easily $1 billion. So yeah, so as we can see, if we go to pumped up funnel, like you can see, there's tons of them. People are just creating these things. So you have to really do your research. Like, don't even half it. Like 99% of these they're nothing. It's just people making a coin for a money grab. They have no intentions to push this for the next 2 to 3 years. No intentions. It's just that they're lucky because they've got on this and they have some people buying into it and thinking, I'm going to get rich because it's going to be like the next Billy. but the same people will cheat immediately once this thing drops. So it's not, you don't want to, don't get fooled by this stuff, right? You see this, oh my god, look at all the comments, look at people aping in. Just trust me, the faster they ape in is the faster they even get out even faster, right? So like, you got to be super, like, you're the sucker. Like, if you're out first, you're the sucker. Why? Because you found a coin that people aped into, and it's not a real community. Like, wait, not like our community here. We've had people hold for 3 months. OGs have held for 3 months. So if you want something long term that's going to hold, we just got to get to DEX. Once we get to DEX, we hold. Everyone's going to come and buy on top of us. So this is the cheapest you're ever going to get, buddy. It's this price. But then again, you look at all this stuff here. What happens to all these coins? That's right. They're dead within the first hour. Someone creates a coin, tells, a couple of their buddies. They all start telling people, hey, yeah, this is the next big thing. Get in, ape in before. So you get, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 people, 200 to 300 people all aping into it, hyping the shit out of it. They do raids on Twitter. Everyone's hyping, talking about how great it is, right? And then they launch it, but the first dip, like once it goes to DEX, the first dip, they're all gone. Why? Because they built a community within, and it took like, an hour to build this community. And they're gone. There's another one here. Look. Another one. Another buddy. They're all copping our coin. This one has gone to DEX. Oh, okay, it has gone to DEX. See, look. This one went to DEX. It filled. Like, look at it. It's almost dead. Oh, it's 66k. So it pumped and down. It's down. Because you're getting the crowd that's coming in that just buy G'd out. That's why this is. Look at this chart. It's pumped and it's G'd out. I'll keep a track on this one, simply because it's called Buddy. But this is what happens. There's only a Twitter and there's only a Telegram, so there's no website. Now that doesn't really matter, but let's just see what happens with this one. See, so you might think, oh, this is great, they've already long, but just get into this, buddy. But who's behind it? Are they going to push it for the next 2 or 3 years? This will be dead. This could be dead within the next day. I don't know. Maybe it could go on. I don't know. But you got to be careful what you get into, because you don't know who's running it. They're just there for a money grab. You know what I mean? This is the stuff you got to know. Distribution's not too bad. So the only thing with our token is just we just haven't got the exposure. That's all. That's all it is. But we'll build, solid group of small investors that are holding. That's the only thing. We just haven't got the exposure. We haven't got the momentum. Like, I'm doing these live streams every day, but not many people are watching. But that's okay. They will soon. Eventually someone will buy more, and someone will buy more. See, someone bought. A couple of people here bought one sold, and then another person will buy one, and another, and then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 or 4 more sold coming in, 4 or 5 sold, and then people start to notice, and they start to see that this thing's really, really early. It's going up. The dev is going to be around. He's going to promote this, and the community is going to push this for the next 2 to 3 years. We're not going to fade. We're going to start to implement other strategies once we start building up this market cap, get to DEX, and start doing some other really push this really, really hard, with other strategies that that you probably haven't seen before in the Memecoin space, okay? So, just long term, we want to get to these levels here. Like, 160 million is awesome, although this can get to $1 billion. This is my vision for Buddy, to get to $1 billion. Like, just think about this. People that got into Pumped Up Fund with Billy, it's at 161 market cap already. Like I was in another coin. I bought it after it went to Dex, but there was people in that. I can't remember what it's called. It might have been Billy. No, it was another. I can't remember the name. But anyway, what happened was these guys they bought into it, and then they cheated on it. They sold. One guy made 30 grand from, I think it's one sol, and the market cap was only like 3 or 4 million market cap. It was something. It was something stupid like that. Like one sol, he turned one sol. He bought it on Pump.Fun, and it went to 3 or 4 million, and he'd already made 33,000. Now he cheated on it. Like I said, I can't remember the project's name, but that was only at 3 to 4 million with one sol. Right, this thing here now, Billy's 164 million. So can you see, like, get this potential of getting in something really, really early, and then holding until it gets to 100 million, 200 million, 300, 400, 500 million. Now you're starting to talk about life-changing money. You're not settling for, 10 sol flip. These guys, oh man, they G'd out and make a 10 sol flip. Like, why would you bother? Yeah, 10 sols, great. Like it's $1,000, $2,000, $1,500. But that's chump change. You shouldn't even be flipping for that sort of money. So going back to that guy, like he sold his bags, one sold under 33k, which is awesome. And that was only at 3 million market cap. Imagine the guys here now with Billy that are still holding at 164 million. That would be insane. Their bags would be worth 500, 800, 900k, even more. I mean, have a look at the holders here. This guy's got 2%. Look at his bag. It's worth 3.5 million. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at his bag here. They're worth 2 million, worth 1.8 million, 1.7 million. This is life-changing money. And all it takes is to get into a project early, and you know that dev's not going to cheat, and you know that they're going to push this. He's getting in early right now with our token buddy, right? But the things that you got to understand is you're not going to make life-changing money unless you get into something really early and you plant your flag. Now, we're not talking a lot of money here, like half a sol, 1 sol, 2 sol, whatever 5 sol, whatever, right? Whatever you can afford. This is like the casino. It's the Wild Wild West, so you can lose all your money, right? But you get into something early. You got to plant your flag. You can't just expect to get in and out of this stuff and you'll make burger money, but you're not going to make the millions like these guys here. You think about these guys. These guys are making squillions. Let's just go and have a look at these guys. Even these guys here. The market cap isn't big enough here. They're only making 4 grand, 2 grand. You know what I mean? That's still okay for a project that's like, what, 2 hours old? But, if you want life-changing money, you've got to get into something and you got to stick with it and ride it to the millions, hundreds of millions. That's when you're going to make your life-changing money like these guys here. 3.6, and this is nothing, right? 3.6 million, 2.6 million, 2.8 million. This is nothing because Billy can still do a 10x and go to $1 billion. Once it gets to $1 billion, it can easily go to 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. So, this is 17 cents. This is nothing. This can go to $3 or $4, $5. Dog with Hat went to $4.78. $4.78. And this is only 16 cents. So you can imagine these guys here. This guy's bag is worth 3.6 million now at 17 cents. Imagine when this is at $4. Do the maths. That's right. It's crazy. Like it's What's that? Five times 4 is 20x. So his bag would be worth 60 million. Can you see, by just staying in something long enough, your bags just infinitely multiply by just staying in something and riding it. Like, this is, no, don't get me wrong, 3.6 million is life-changing money. And you could settle for this, but you'd be stupid to, because this is just getting started. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting started. So, just by holding on for another 3 months, you could turn that 3 million into 20, 30, 40 million. See, can you see where the leverage is? There's massive leverage there by getting into something really, really early and knowing that devs are going to cheat. So you got all these things here. You don't know who the dev is. You don't know who the team is. They're going to cheat. It's going to be around for maybe 1 or 2 hours. It might even get through the first day, and then you're back to square one again because you don't know where this direction is. You don't know who's behind it. They say stuff like, we're going to take this to the moon and all that, but they already made their money. They made their coin, and then they're probably promoting another project next week because they're just in it for themselves, and they don't care about the community. All they care about is themselves, and they want to make their money for themselves, and they're happy with 5 or 10 grand, and then they'll cheat, right? Problem with that is that 5 or 10 grand only lasts a certain amount of time, and now you got to start again, right? Whereas this, it takes longer to do, it takes more effort, but it really doesn't take, the hardest thing about this is starting. That's the hardest part. Starting, getting the momentum. We're here, we're trying to get momentum. We haven't got the momentum, but again, this is where the opportunity lies, because no one knows about this. Hardly anyone. We have investors here who have stayed with us for 3 months, but hardly anyone. Like this guy here, whose worth has bought 14.14%. When we're in the hundreds of millions, this bag is going to be worth hundreds and thousands. I'm saying, right? So that's what I'm saying. You get into something really, really early, and then you just push it for a very long time, and that's when you get to this stage here. You get to this stage here where your bet it's worth, thousands, tens of thousands, if not millions long term. And that's the vision here. That's what we're trying to do here with Buddy, all right? So even though we're trying to get momentum, we're only at 36%. We have a couple of good bag holders. A couple people have come and bought in. One sold. Where the struggle is now, this is where the opportunity is. That's always the opportunities where it's struggling, when no one's there. That's always the opportunity, no matter, not just meme coins, anything in life, Whenever you see something, entrepreneurs come along, they set up a business where no one's even looking, and all of a sudden, later on down the road, that business flourishes, because then everyone figures out, the rest of the crowd figures out, oh shit, this is the opportunity, so everyone then flocks in. But the opportunity was 6 months ago when the first person bought this. It's not just with meme coins, it's like with everything that you ever see. It's always the case that the people that see it early first will be the ones that benefit the most, and then everyone else just figures it out later, and then they ape in. But then again, it's it's not late, but it's not, it's you're not going to make the massive money because of the project's already taken off. So that's where the opportunity is. Super bullish on Billy. I think I was watching this last night. It was just crazy, the amount of volume that was going in this. It was just, seeing 20 or 30, 40k dips just getting eaten up like nothing. And this happened consistently over hours, I mean, the volume now is still 85k. Like, that's still pretty decent volume. But yeah, just watch a lot of these coins. I'm watching a lot of these coins, and a lot of them are just, they just fizzle out. You notice that they fizzle out, and then they just think, what's going on with these coins? They don't last. The reason why is because they're built from the beginning to slow rug you, and the people that get into this stuff, they're not there for the long term. Let's see. This landlord one just looks really, really similar to Send It. It just looks really sus. They use the same banner. They're trying to look like, it's like the same artists as like the created Safe Land Wolf. I don't know, just you see these banners and they look just eerily similar to previous scams. Landlord, I don't know what this project's about, but you can. Yeah, that's so funny. Daddy Tate, this is Andrew Tate's. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Andrew Tate's one. Even Billy flipped it. It just goes to show you, these celebrity coins, like, they don't last. I mean, this one here might last a little bit of a while, but look at this. Someone that created a pumped up fun project, and it was a little dog, little cute dog, and this is Trump, one of the biggest influencers in crypto, which is Tate, Andrew Tate. He's called, like, I'm pretty sure this is his coin. It's at 191 million, right? So that's why you never underestimate a coin, a dog. You never underestimate a little dog. So, yeah, let's just see, dedicated liquidity. Let's see if this fades or not. It's pumping. This is not our coin, by the way, but let's just see what happens with this. It's all well and good now, it's pumping, but where will it be in a week's time? Where will it be in a month's time? That's the question. You know what I mean? And to make the big money, you got to stay in these things for 3, 6, 12 months. Just go and ask the people that made money with Pepe. Ask the people that made the money with Dog with Hat, with Bonk, with Whiff. Did they just come in, stay in a coin for a week and get out? No, they stayed in for months, 6 months, a year. That's where you make the big money. The people that got into Shiba Inu early, they made the big money because they stayed in the Shiba. And Shiba mooned. I think it took like a year before Shiba mooned. You know what I mean? So this is what you got to do. Looking at this DEX chart means nothing. What matters is the coin going to stay long term, and is it going to get through this 1 day period? Because 95% of these fade after the first day. They literally go to zero. Because why? Because the people that get into them just want to make the quick money and get out. And also, the people that created the coin, they're just there for the quick money as well. They don't care. They'll just slow bleed it. If they've got a large percentage supply and they've got hidden wallets, they'll just keep on selling and selling and selling and selling until it goes to zero because they don't care. They made their money. All these pitfalls and traps, if you don't know about them now, you soon will. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys will learn the hard way. Oh, let's just go to Daddy. I've got to go to Daddy. Let's check on our little friend. This guy here. Oh, let's see if he keeps his schedule, eh? Keeps on dumping. That's why you'd never go into this coin. Oh. Okay, now he's realized he stopped dumping. He stopped his dumping. Look. Remember I showed you this guy? He comes in every couple hours and dumps. Now he's realized, he's got to stop dumping. See? He hasn't dumped for 2 days. See? But prior to that, he's dumped every 4 hours. Look at this, even there. See, look at all this. It's like on a schedule, right? This guy keeps a schedule. Every 4 hours he dumps. But now he realizes that his bags are going to be worth less and less because he keeps dumping. He's going to allow more unsuspecting investors to come into this to buy, so the price can go up, so then he can start dumping again. I guarantee you this. When he he's probably watching this video. Probably why he stopped. I doubt he was watching this video. But he's keeping a schedule and keeps on dumping. He now realizes that his coins are worth less because, you know, he basically dumps at the same time. So if you go back here, you know, he was dumping 11 days ago and it was worth 210.47 was worth 416. Okay, so it's gone up a little bit. But here, you can see here, it dumped a lot. See, it was worth 200, under 300. See, it was up worth 321. That was worth 269. See, why? Because it price dumped. So now he realizes, oh, I've got to stop dumping because the price is going down. I've got to wait for the price to go back up again, and then he'll start dumping again. That's why you'd never buy this coin, because whoever this person is, he just dumps. That's all they've done in this whole project is dump, and they're the number 2 bag holder, number 2. They're the 2nd biggest bag holder, and all they've done is dump. I've still got 60k worth of coins in here, so they're just going to keep on dumping and dumping and dumping. They realise now that their dumping is causing the price to go down, so they'll wait for some more suckers to come in. This is basically like a slow rug. It's not like a rug. I don't know if it's the dev. I don't think it's the dev, but you know, it's just a slow rug. It's just like we need more investors to come on top so that we can dump on them. And you clearly saw before how much dumping this guy's done. And he's still got a large amount of the supply to dump. So just need more suckers to come in on this to push the price up, and then he'll start dumping again. So that's why this is a bad idea. So I'm sorry, Crypto Journey, about your YouTube, but yeah, you've got some serious issues here with your coin, because the number 2 bag holder, which I hope it's not you, give him the benefit of the doubt because he seems like a really nice guy and he's got a pretty good YouTube channel. But the number 2 bag holder keeps dumping, which is basically destroying your coin. And that's why your coin is 188 and it went to $10 at one point. See, it went to $10. You know, so that's what dumping causes. This is bad. This is really bad for your coin. Your coin is gonna go nowhere. It's never gonna go up because of this person here, the number 2 wallet. So I would avoid this, because this person here will never. He's not gonna change. He's not gonna change. He's gonna continue to dump, and the more this price goes up, the more he's gonna dump. Because his bags are going to be worth more. So what is he going to do? He's going to dump more. So look at the 5-minute volume's $1. Most of this volume will be from this guy dumping. So this coin's pretty much, unless he stops, the number 2 wallet stops dumping, and it can get some good exposure, and new investors come in that don't know how to look at our wallets and don't check the holders and don't check the history of these guys, which there's a lot of people, because most people don't. They're just going to ape in this, and then this is going to go down and down. They're going to lose money simply by not checking the holders and checking the top holders, and then going and having a looking at their history. That's all you've got to do. This is the first thing I do when I get into a coin. I always look at the holders, and then I look at the history of the holders and their buying and selling patterns. So let's go look at this one here. So this one's basically bought. That's all I've done is buy. Which is, I mean, I feel sorry for them because someone is dumping on them every time. See, so you always go and have a look at the top holders and check their wallets. This one here is all he's done is buy. He's done a couple of sells. But yeah, I don't know why you'd buy this. You're just going to get dumped on. We stopped buying 10 days ago. Yeah, we already checked that wallet. So yeah, always check the holders when you come in, and some of these wallets could be the same person as well. You don't know. So yeah, I'm not picking on this wallet. I'm just on this project. I'm just telling you, like, if you were to go into this project or any project, but in for this case, in this example, if you were to go into this, you're gonna lose your money. You're gonna lose all your money simply because I showed you before. This guy here, number 2 wallet, it keeps on dumping. This is bad, really bad. It's like a slow rug. So yeah, just be careful. You've got to know this stuff, or you will just lose money. You know, a lot of these plays, they get manipulated, and there's a lot of people behind this stuff that all they care about is just bleeding. They don't care about they don't care about the investors. They don't care about crypto long term. They just want to make quick money and live happily ever after and screw everyone over. They don't want to build a community. They don't want to build something long term, something of value. They don't want to do that. And that's unfortunately majority of these coins here are just there to make quick money and get out. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. So yeah, a lot of these coins will be dead by next week. Bake's actually flipped Gummy because of there's no more airdrops. So, and I spoke about Gummy before. I like Gummy. I think it's a good project. Once all the airdrops are out of the road, then this is going to go up. But I would wait for Gummy to get to, like, it's gone even down even more. Like, let me get rid of this. Yeah, I wouldn't buy yet. I would wait till this drops even more and then buy. Get rid of all this shit here. See how that just keeps on going down? It's because of the airdrops. People dumping. So, yeah, I would wait till all the airdrops are done. So the price now is 1.2 cent. This will get down to like maybe half a cent. Wait till all the airdrops are done. All the airdrops will be done by August. So just keep on monitoring on their Twitter when all the airdrops are done, because this is what causes the price to go down. And then just, yeah, I'll buy a massive bag, or buy as much as you can once all the once everything falls. Don't buy it now. It's going to keep on going down. I've followed this project from the beginning, and it's like every single thing about this project, I can tell you now. It's a good project, but where they screwed up is with all the airdrops is what screwed this project up. And once they get all that out of the road, yeah, it's only going to go up. It's going to be good. They're saying airdrops will be completed soon. Yeah, once all that crap goes, then it'll be good. So here, see the update here. So that's done. They've got The HTX at the end of June, that's done. Blowfin airdrop at the end of August. Avio airdrop at July, end of July. D-Bridge at the end of August. Banter Bubbles in less than 2 weeks. So Banter Bubbles will probably be like any day now. And Tuka holders to be determined. So, yeah. Probably not till the end of August, mid to the end of August is when you want to be buying this. Not any sooner, because it'll continue to dump. But it's a good. It's a good community once all the Jeeters leave, and it'll rock it. They just had too many airdrops. That was a problem. But they got a pretty good community. Let's go and look at the holders. They got 50,000 holders. The holders has actually gone up. So they got a lot of holders. Again, a lot of this stuff too is airdrop holders as well. See, so people have got gummy from airdrop, so that's increased the holder base. But yeah, this is I'm pretty positive on gummy. It's just that of the way it's played out, it's just really bad. It's had a negative effect, but I think it's a really good buy. In fact, probably now would be a good buy, but it's not going to be a super buy. If this goes under 1 cent, then it'll be a really good buy. Because once it goes under 1 cent, like that, it'd be worth. Like if you bought 1 sol of gummy, let's say if you just bought 1 sol of gummy, you get 10,000 coins. But once this drops to under 1 cent, you probably get like 12,000, 15,000, 12,000, 13,000 coins. That's pretty damn good for 1 sol. Let's just say this thing goes to $1 long term. I mean, it's going to take a while. But once all the airdrops are out of the road, let's say this goes to $1 in 8 months' time. There's, you turn your 1 sol into 13, 14 grand. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So I think, but it's not going to happen. You have to buy this right at the bottom, right at the bottom, and then you have to wait. So yeah, this could be a 6 month wait. But yeah, that's basically what I reckon will happen. If we look at, let's just say it goes to 13,000. That means that divided by, say, sols 150. Yeah. So yeah, basically you could turn 1 sol into 80 to 90 sol, just depending on the price of sol at the time, which is not too bad. That's pretty damn good. That's kind of like what you're doing out here with gummy. So yeah, still like the project long term. It's just that once all the crap is moved down the road, then you'll start to see it go up, but not sooner. Let's see. Here's Billy. Alright guys, well yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to talk a little bit about some coins and kind of some things there that you probably need to know, and a lot of this stuff is just buying and staying in the game. Long term, that's kind of like what it is. Now you got to be careful that when the bear market starts, I don't think it's going to happen till next year. That you kind of you want to definitely get out all the meme coins. Okay, so with Buddy, I won't be selling the bags even in the bear market. So I'm here for long term. Even if we get into a bear cycle, I'll still hold, and I'll probably even buy more. But that's kind of like my commitment to Buddy, the Buddy token. So if you're still if you're keen on something that's not going to cheat, it's going to be around for a long time, and you want to get into something early that could potentially worth hundreds, thousands, if not tens and thousands or hundreds and thousands, if you stay in it long enough. Check out Buddy. If you're not a Jeet, then check out Buddy. We want to build a good, solid community of no Jeeters, all right? So check out Buddy. The links will be below. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Guys, have a good, Saturday today. Have a good weekend. Spend some time with the family. Keep an eye on crypto, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.